Hey everyone, good morning. How are you doing? I hope you're all having a great day whenever you're watching this video, this vlog, this era of living, whatever you want to call it. But today is Sunday, April 23rd. It is currently 11:11, Make-A-Wish a.m. right now, and I feel so happy because I've been taking these days off from like vlogging and posting content on YouTube and just posting in general to just kind of reflect more on my life and what I want to do for the future. Because as I get older, as I always say pretty much every single minute, is that I'm taking it step by step, baby steps towards a better life for myself. And I think it's important to always like not rush through things and not stack on so many projects at once, because I think it's important to, live in the moment and, just enjoy life more. We don't always have to constantly, put on a camera, be, always on, because I've been making content on this platform for YouTube for over a decade, since I was like 14 years old. I'm now 27, so I feel like I've never had a break per se from like making content or posting. So it feels weird, but I'm getting better mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, everything, and it just feels wonderful. But today is Sunday, and this week is going to be a busy week for me just because I have a lot going on. On Monday, I'm doing an 8th grade career fair where I'm going to be talking about like my business, what I do, how much money I make, and all the other logistics to 8th graders, where they're going to come up to my table and ask me a bunch of questions, and that's literally tomorrow. I don't think I'll be able to vlog because, children and videos and parent consent and all that other stuff. Probably not going to do that. I'll probably take some photos, don't really know, but nonetheless, Monday will be a busy day, and then on Wednesday to Saturday, I'll be going to Memphis, Tennessee for St. Jude Play Live Summit. And if you don't know what that is, basically St. Jude sends a bunch of content creators and streamers and people in general to their headquarters in Memphis to talk about St. Jude, learn more about St. Jude, what they do for the kids, Danny Thomas, their mission, and kind of like doing tours, but also like understanding what Play Live Summit is and what they're planning to do for the future, especially for like just new things coming to rise for technology and platforms and other type of creatives that might be coming to rise in the future. So yeah, this week is going to be very busy. Monday is the career fair, and then Memphis from Wednesday to Saturday, and then next week I'm going to be going to New York filming like some type of like design type of thing, which is going to be really cool. And the company that's like allowing me to go is going to send me a bunch of materials, and I got a bunch of materials that deal with like sustainable packaging and plants and design, because if you don't know, I went to school for UI and UX design, essentially a more higher end of graphic design essentially, and I love being able to create literally anything, but I've never ever made packaging before. So something that I'm going to learn this week and a little bit of next week before I leave is how to design a package, thing, box for a plant. And this company is sending me a plant and a self-watering crystal and some other like, self-sustainable type packaging materials to use to make those things. And I got 2 emails from my mailbox saying that I have 2 packages waiting for me, and I'm hoping that it's the plants and the self-watering crystal and some other materials that I might need, because I have like no time to like lollygag and wait, because I only have today, Monday, a little bit of Tuesday, and a little bit of Wednesday to like work on this project. And then when I come back from Memphis, a little bit of Saturday, a little bit of Sunday, pretty much all day Monday, and then I leave for New York on that Tuesday on the 2nd. So there's a lot of things I'm gonna have to be doing, and it's gonna be hectic, even crazy, but it's gonna be super fun, and I wanna bring you all along with the journey and just have a fun time. But I'm gonna go to my mailbox and get my packages, and then I'll be right back so I can show you literally all the things that I have, because everything is everywhere right now. My apartment's a little bit of messy, but it's okay. It's good messy, but it's gonna get better messy where it's clean. I don't know. I don't really know how to like speak words. So I'm finally back from my mailbox adventures, and let me tell you, it is colder than cold outside. It is 45 degrees Fahrenheit. That is too cold for me. I've lived in the Midwest almost my entire life. I've lived in Virginia, when I was born there, you'd think I would be used to the cold. No, I do not like the cold. Oh, wait, I know what this is. It's a Tiltify pin. I forgot I had submitted a request for a pin because Tiltify has this new thing on their platform. It's a fundraising platform where you can fundraise for charity. And every time you like to reach a certain milestone for like a charity amount that you've raised, they send you a pin in the mail. And me and my community have raised over $50,000 for charity amongst different charities since 2017. And I forgot they sent me a pin in the mail because I reached $50,000 fundraised in total. Like, look at this thing. It is so stinking cute. $50,000 raised for charity on Tiltify. And I love it. It's just so stinking cute. I have the other one sitting in my closet, so I'm like thinking, where do I want to put it? Not entirely sure, but nonetheless, this is very nice. Yeah, I just honestly love Tiltify so much. They're like very kind people, very fun to chat with, and just overall just very passionate about charity and helping others like I am. So getting like cool pins like this and recognition is like awesome to see how much money you've raised for charity amongst how many years you've been doing it on Tiltify. But if you are a streamer or a content creator or whatever, and you want to fundraise on Tiltify, I'll link it down below in the description in case you all want to check out Tiltify for yourself. But nonetheless, Tiltify is great. Check it out if you haven't done so already. Very cool people, very kind at what they do, and they're very fantastic. Now, the other box that I got, I'm pretty sure is another packaging thing I need for my plant that's supposed to come tomorrow. It's the honeycomb moving packaging cushioning that I need for my lovely plant package. So that came in the mail on Amazon that they sent me, and I'm glad that they did because I'm going to need this, and hopefully it'll work, and hopefully that it turns out well enough in the future when I get my plant tomorrow, and I can start like doing my thought process for the plant that I will be packaging, and hopefully it'll look good. I don't know. I've never done packaging design, like making the actual like box and shape of it all. I know how to do like the graphic design side of it all, like that part, but not actually making the box. Give me like the dimensions and what you need for it to look like for the graphics, but that box, I have no idea. But I'm gonna learn, and I love learning, and I use Skillshare to learn all about plant packaging and also just packaging in general and graphic design and all these little like cool little things too. And I have the other stuff too on the floor that I also wanted to show you what the stuff that I got for the materials for the plants. And let me just tell you, it is quite a bit. So here's the rest of the materials that I needed for my plant that I'm going to be making packaging for tomorrow, hopefully. Crossing my fingers it arrives tomorrow safely so I can start my work promptly. But I have a bunch of things here, and they asked for a wish list, and I put a lot of things on there that were eco-friendly, and all the materials are actually from a company called Blick, and it's an art supply website. And if you don't know Blick, it is wonderful. It's like the Michaels of the universe. But I'll link it down below in the description in case you want to check it out for yourself and you love art supplies, so check it out if you want to. So let me put my camera down so I can get all the stuff out of this packaging and get the ball rolling. So I'm currently on my way to my parents' house right now because I need to change the scenery, a new environment, a new everything. Because after unboxing, tearing down, throwing away, recycling, all the things in between of all the materials that I needed for my plants was a time. I'm very exhausted. I'm overwhelmed. I took a photo. So here's a photo of all the materials all stacked nice and neat in their corrugated corner because I needed the photo for references later. But nonetheless, using all those materials I'm going to be using tomorrow is going to be an experience because I've never actually made packaging for anything. I've done the graphic design side of it all, but like not the actual like physical, architecture like type of packaging. So the whole thing's gonna be an experience. I'm very excited to start utilizing more sustainable packaging, understand the side of it all, and especially it's gonna help me for like my business and future things that I do, next coming years. But anyway, let's go ahead and get a move on to my parents' house because it's hot in this car. I gotta zip bop beep bop boop to this traffic, even though it's on a Sunday. People can't drive, and if you know, you know. Hey everyone, it's another day, and it's actually Tuesday, the day before I leave for Memphis, Tennessee for the next 4-ish days for St.Jude Play Live Summit. And let me tell you, I have done nothing. I have not cleaned my clothes, I haven't packed anything, and I leave tomorrow at 11 a.m. But nonetheless, I know what I want to bring and I know how much to pack because 4-ish days is not that long, but you never know what's going to happen. So I pack for literally every occasion. But however, I know my suitcase is going to be under 50 pounds. It's always under 50 pounds, but that means I can always get more and pack it, you know, in my suitcase for more things. However, today is Tuesday and yesterday was Monday, so I didn't really vlog anything besides like a little speed through of me working on some sketch designs for my plant packaging thing that I'm doing for New York next week. And yesterday I had the 8th grade career fair, and let me just tell you, the 8th grade career fair was honestly so much fun. I had a very fun time. I met my friend Logan, who I went to high school with. Even though he's like a year younger than me, I still met him. And he's really cool. He was there as a filmmaker and I was there as a social media content creator. And it was just awesome talking about my career, what I do, how I do it, how long it takes me. Do you need education for it? Do you like how much money do you make? Like, I don't know. 8th grade was a time of my life because in 8th grade, I am not joking. I literally planned out my entire life from the start of high school to the end of my university career. So I've always been like a planning type of person, so like I kind of knew what I wanted to talk about. I knew how I was going to explain it to 8th graders on an 8th grade level to where they could understand. But let me tell you, the first time I did it back in 2017 was different to 2023. These 8th graders have a full-on plan. They know what they want. They know how to do it. Some had like a few interests they didn't know, but honestly, these 8th graders are a lot more smarter than I was. I mean, they have more social media, more, you know, exposure to other things. They're able to like, you know, use their voice more because like back in 2008, 9, there was not much. There wasn't a lot of social media back then, even though there was like, you know, YouTube and like Twitter and Tumblr and MySpace and Facebook and stuff like that, but we didn't have TikTok or Vine. Like, we had a very limited like social media exposure, where nowadays social media is everywhere, and being like a content creator influencer is like a much bigger thing, like Mr. Beast and, you know, Corey Kinchin, and like there's so many people who just make so much content, whether it's gaming or it's lifestyle or food or, you know, art or DIY or traveling. Like, there's so much out there. And I just love like teaching other people, talking about what I do. And like the whole marketing side of social media is a lot more, you know, mathematic, I guess. Like, if you want to like learn about social media, you got to understand the number side of it all, like your audience, you know, where they're from, how old they are, you know, everything when it comes to like demographics. You need to understand your audience to kind of make your content fit for yourself, but also fit for them. And as you grow, your content grows. And I've been doing content on YouTube for like over a decade now, since I was like 14. And my content has evolved with me, but it's like stayed the same, but it's grown, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not like that same 14-year-old kid making content. I'm this 27-year-old making the same content, but more grown-up-ish with different stories, because every video that I end up doing on YouTube was like a story-based type of thing, whether it was for Sims or for vlogging or for whatever I was doing back then. It was always something with a story. I always made content with a purpose, and I've learned from my mistakes and I've learned from others, and I feel like I'm a better content creator because the people I had around me and my parents and just like you all watching my videos, giving me feedback and stuff like that. Like, I made a podcast. I made my own coloring book. Like, I'm making another book right now, and I'm relaunching my podcast. Like, I'm doing a lot, but I'm doing what is meaningful to me. And I'm not making content for the sake of making content. I upload whenever I feel like it, but I also upload when I feel like it's necessary to like publish. So that's why it takes me forever to make a vlog or two. But anywho, me talking for ages at my desk is not gonna help me eat food. So let's go ahead and let's make some little brekkie and get some work done.